The last tribal council sucked. We're down from 4 to 3. I like that we acted in unity. I was afraid I might get voted out.
We had all agreed that Hailey was the decision, and I feel really bad about it because we did really love her as a person. But if anything, I think we all felt a little bit more secure in this vote than even the last one, just because our goal really is, come merge, to like not have any animosity between us, because we don't want the other tribe to hate us, because obviously we're outnumbered.
You know where you are at camp.
I think the log's this way. I've just been resting my eyes. They're like very sunburned. I can barely see. I can't really keep them open. If they keep getting worse, and we lose another challenge, I'll volunteer to go home. But I'm gonna try to keep going and try to not lose another challenge. Yeah, that's our plan, is to not lose, but obviously that's plan A generally, and this is like a plan Q type scenario. So.
It's so annoying that I can't find it. I have searched all the boundaries like six times.
Because now that the scope is like narrowed down, like you would think it would be easier because you know where to look, but
it's not. There's so many trees. There's only 3 borders, and we've all checked all 3 of them like 6 times. We've been digging around, but we just can't find it.
So wait, it was the tree on a boundary?
Yeah, it's like go to the boundary, then you'll see a tree and dig. That's literally what it said.
And dig?
And dig. Yeah.
So you've been digging?
Yeah.
That's. So Brooklyn let me in on a little secret that she had found a note when we were all searching for the idol. The hint for the idol is that it's on the boundaries of the campsite next to a tree underground, like you have to dig for it. Going to the merge, one of us has to have, I mean, I wouldn't give it to you because you probably would, but like, we just have to find it, otherwise we just don't get it. And I think she's over there right now, like digging her little hands away at the dirt, trying to find that thing, because it's literally impossible to find. Got a little excited there. Is it still confessional? So I just found, I don't even know what it looks like. Okay. I think this is it. I should probably read the paper. They just think I'm kind of professional, so this is perfect, actually. Oh my god. Congratulations, you have found a hidden immunity idol. With this idol in your possession, you are granted immunity at one tribal council of your choosing. The immunity idol cannot be stolen from you, but you may give the idol to another player at camp or at tribal council. I told her that if I found the idol using that clue that she found, I would just give it to her. Because right now my only goal is for someone from Casaya to have an idol in case we all do go to the merge.
Oh no, where was it?
It was by the boundary, like right where we were doing professionals.
I figured, because when he started filming me, I was like, but I thought it was
But this is it.
Because you remember when we first got to camp, they're like, oh, this is what represents the border. That's what I first thought.
Yeah. Okay, and my plan is, obviously I'm not going to play it, and then, because I don't know what's going to happen, but I want to, like, use it on you. You know, because like you gave me the hint, and I feel like that would just be rude of me to like keep it. But like, because I'm hoping, honestly, this is gonna sound bad, but like, in case we lose the next immunity challenge, I want to just kind of float out Joe.
Yeah, he already volunteered.
Yeah, just because he's doing not too good, and he's also, I really do think he's a big threat. And then in that case, we won't need to use it, and then come merge, I will just give this to you.
Yeah.
Because I just want, like, low-key just want to make it on the jury. So, like, as long as that happens, it's fine. But, like, is that the situation? Like, are you good with that? Okay, because I'm definitely not going to, like, sneak you out of this because you literally, like, basically gave it to me by giving me that hint. But I just want you to know, like, it's going to be played on you, like, unless for some reason
No, I'm like not even gonna play on myself. Like I don't care that enough. Actually, no, just take it. I don't want it. That's too much pressure. That's really. I found it and like that's exciting. Do you want the paper?
Oh, sure.
It was on my shoes, so I'm really apologetic. But
If I need to, I'll definitely play it
that's
for you.
my trust because you definitely like showed me the hint, and so I just want to be like, yeah, we're good.
And I'll definitely play on you if we need to once we come to the merge.
Hopefully we don't need to, but I just want to be like Casaya strong, you know?
She did tell me if she was going to find it, she was going to give it to me since I told her the clue, which I wasn't sure she was going to actually do that or not. But when she did end up just giving it to me, it felt good, obviously, because I have a hidden beauty idol now. But I like if she needs it, I will play it for her because we're like in this together.
Solana, come on in. Casaya, come on in.
Is Hailey? Haley's not.
Solana getting their first look at the new Casaya tribe. Hailey voted out at the last tribal council. Solana, you guys had a pretty big reaction to seeing Hailey was voted out. How are you guys feeling about that?
It's a good choice. Yeah, good choice.
I think it's the first one we agree with.
Yeah. She seemed like a very toxic person in the tribe.
Casaya, you've been struggling. You're down to 3 members now. How is the vibe back at camp for you guys? How are you guys doing physically, mentally, emotionally?
Physically, not great. His eyes are messed up. I feel lightheaded and might pass out. She just might get a concussion from tripping.
Yeah. We're doing really good, actually. This is all just a ploy.
But mentally, we're thriving.
All right, first things first. Bailey, bring it on back. Tribal immunity is off the table. Everybody drop your buffs. You are merged. Come on up, grab a buff.
And we're gonna go back to
Not ours.
Hopefully,
Ours isn't very good.
That's what everyone said.
they hurt. We're usually smaller.
It's pretty good. And it's
it's
like
like
uneven. Yeah.
We don't
it's
have
on
our
a hill.
tarp though, so.
You know, the merge, when it's 3 to 6, we're very timid about it. Everyone has been pretty nice, but you definitely know that they're still them and we're us. Good part about the merge, I gotta change my t-shirt. So what do you guys do for fun?
We sleep a lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I always say I'm gonna sleep and then I don't. So
I've slept so much these past few days.
Oh, just kidding. I had like 4 beetles crawling on me earlier. Yeah, a lot of ground.
We had a snake in ours.
yeah,
Oh.
there was a snake. It scared the
Wait,
shit out of me.
is that a bad thing?
We have maggots.
Oh yeah, there's like maggots just everywhere.
So I feel disgusted by the merge. I'm sick to my stomach. Surprised I made it this far. I went through like how many tribals? Like a lot. Still standing. They went through 1, so now they think they're hot shit. They're really not.
I just like the spread, you know, the half and half.
Yeah, you gotta go all out.
It looks like a landscape painting.
I appreciate it. I'm an artist.
Never has a peanut butter and jelly sandwich tasted so amazing.
The merge, I'm feeling pretty good about it. We have the numbers. We have 6 of us and only 3 of them. So we're gonna like pick them off one by one. Like, bye.
I was a little bit nervous at the merge at first, but once I realized we had the 2-to-1 number advantage, I just kind of relaxed.
I'm glad that it was
We're
mental.
commenting on how you haven't eaten any of your beans.
My beans.
Yeah, why haven't you eaten any beans, guys?
Me and Warren, I don't know. You can dig in.
Yeah, feast on our beans.
But yeah, we have a lot of food left right now because they didn't eat any of their beans and we're closing them all off. And when they're gone, we get all their foods. Oh, haha, suckers.
The real question is like, do you think we can get any of them in?
No, I don't think so.
I don't want any.
You don't want any? So do we just want to do like Brooke, Simran, Joe?
Yeah.
First 3 members of the jury.
Honestly, like we made it this far. That's
For us,
that's
this is
fine,
like,
yeah.
this is literally like a really big accomplishment.
We're like an endangered species.
I never have strayed away from Brooke or Joe. I think we're like really strong.
I just want to know if you're like healthy to play, because I've heard from your tribe mates that last travel council that if you guys lost and you just wanted to go, but my tribe, or me and Kody in particular, wanted to save you, pull someone else off, so we have the gender numbers about even, because that can go poorly for me. So
Yeah, I think I'm fine. My eyes were really, like I couldn't really open them. I put some ice on them. They feel fine now. Preston approached us and he pulled me aside, and first he says that he wants to know if my eyes are okay because I had initially said that at the next challenge I might volunteer myself out because I could barely open my eyes, but they're feeling better. And then he said he would probably vote Simran to keep gender balance.
Wait, what happened?
I just wanted to make sure, because you told me that he wanted to go because of his eyes.
I mean,
But that's not
I don't
what-
think he wanted to go, but that would have been
Yeah.
for his safety, we're just like,
Yeah.
next move,
Like
what
if
it
I
is.
continued to get
I don't
worse,
want to save you if you're not going to be okay.
I'm fine.
Because that was only if it was us 3, because then it would have been 2, and he was really like struggling.
Well, I have one more person up there that is not really.
Well, all I'm saying is that
We will literally do anything.
if you want to make a big move,
right
like now
I
is
was
the
saying-
perfect time to do it.
I kind of have an alliance with the other team, but my team doesn't know about that. So I'm trying to keep it a secret, but everyone's flipping shit right now.
Preston said that you guys talked to him about like wanting to do something.
Yeah.
Are you guys willing to vote Simran?
What's up?
Oh, because they just took the other 2 members of my tribe away without me, so I'm like, I can do math. Just kidding, I dropped out of calculus. I have like a 98% certainty that it is me being voted out, considering every single person around me has been like picked off to go into conversations except me, and then when they come back, they're like, yeah, it was you, and I'm like, oh, that's fun. The situation right now, as you heard it, is that I'm the next one out.
Yeah. We were talking with Preston and he came up to us and he talked with us about he wants to do something, but he's like not sure.
He's like, I don't know what he's talking about. I think he's trying to talk to Lauren right now.
Yeah.
I'm like,
He said he was
just be so dumb to get rid of me.
because right now we're just like votes.
Because we literally, if they wanted to change the game, now is the exact chance to do it. And I wish I had the power to, but I just don't have the allies. Like, I have 3 people,
And then
including
when
myself.
and then when Kody came to talk with me and Joe, he was like, well, how do you feel about voting out Simran? I'm like, not ideal and it's not smart.
It's not a smart move. I mean, it's me, so like, I'm
Yeah.
like that. With the new tribe, strangely enough, Preston seems to be the most vocal, but I also feel like he's just manipulating us for votes, which is a shame. Like, I wish I had more power in the situation, but like, these are just the cards I was dealt, so let's see what I can do with it.
So I feel like we should probably come up with like a new tribe name.
Yeah.
Since Hunter didn't give us one.
What's your name? Casaya?
Cozy Sauna.
Sakana?
Sakana?
I think that's good.
I like Sakana.
Should we do like Sakana on 3 so it's all one time?
What is it?
I have peanut butter on here, so it's
Oh.
mix it out.
Wait, what is it?
Sakana. Oh, sorry guys.
Wait.
1, 2, 3. Sakana!
Come on in, guys. Have you guys come up with a new tribe name?
Yes.
Who are you guys? Sakana tribe. Well, Sakana tribe, are you ready to get to our first individual immunity challenge?
Oh yeah.
Tribal immunity is no more. Now, individual immunity is what you covet. The individual immunity necklace. If you win this, you are safe from the vote. You will not be going home. Are you ready to get to our first individual immunity challenge? Yes. For this challenge, you are going to be standing on 2 stacked planks with a paddle in your hand, balancing a ball on top of the paddle. If your ball drops or you take a step off of your planks, you are out. After 10 minutes of the challenge, you are going to switch from one hand to the other. And after 25 minutes total, you are going to lift 1 foot in the air. Last person standing wins immunity. We'll draw for spots and we'll get started. Step on your boards. Survivors ready? Go. Bailey falls off immediately. Bailey, take a seat on your boards. Didn't even last 2 seconds, and Bailey is the first one out of this challenge. Talie's moving around a lot. Talie fell. Joe fell. Talie, Joe, take a seat on your boards. This challenge is about focus, about willpower, who wants it more. If you lose your focus, you lose your chance at immunity. Brooklyn and Lauren have found their balance. Oop, Lauren starts to move again. Ryan's ball's inching back and forth. Kody stopped his ball. Back to a solid position he was at before. We have been here for 1.5 minutes. Brooklyn is solid, has not moved. Preston and Kody are steady. Ooh, Lauren's getting very close to the edge with her ball. She recovers. Finds a nice resting spot in the middle. Preston falls out of nowhere. Preston is out of the challenge. Take a seat on your board. Kody's ball's not moving, but it's sitting on the edge of the paddle. Simran in the exact same place since we started. Lauren's ball has been moving around basically the whole challenge, but she's still hanging in there. Almost loses her balance. You never know when a gust of wind might come in. Maybe it'll knock your ball off. Lauren's very close to the edge. Simran started to move for the first time out of nowhere, losing her balance on her boards. Gives me a thumbs up. Kody's ball starts to move. Kody drops. Kody out of the challenge. No shot at immunity. 4 people remaining. Simran's very steady. Brooklyn's very steady. Lauren, not so much. We are at 5 minutes. This challenge is about endurance. Who wants immunity more? Ryan, Brooklyn, and Simran steady. Simran started to move out of nowhere. Simran falls out of the challenge. 3 remain. Lauren's moving all over the place just like the rest of the challenge. Brooklyn has an intense focus. 3 people left. Only 1 person can win immunity. Lauren continues to move all around. We are at 9 minutes. In 1 minute, we'll start to transition from one hand to the other. Lauren drops out of the challenge. Lauren, no shot at immunity. 2 remaining. Ryan and Brooklyn. Both have been very steady the whole challenge. Ryan and Brooklyn, when I say begin, you will have 30 seconds to make the transition from one hand to the other. You can begin, 30 seconds. Brooklyn and Ryan both going for their hand switch. Brooklyn's a little wobbly. She makes a transition. Ryan, you have 10 seconds. Ryan made the transition. We have been balancing up here for 11 minutes. Ryan and Brooklyn, the last two people in the challenge. Last person standing wins individual immunity, most valuable thing in this game. Both continue to be very steady. Neither one looks like they're going anywhere anytime soon. Brooklyn's talking to something.
There's a bug on my ball.
There's a bug on Brooklyn's ball.
It's very unnecessary.
Brooklyn's little friend has left the challenge. No shot at immunity. Vulnerable tonight at Tribal Council. Ryan's ball creeping closer to the edge. Brooklyn has a slight wobble but recovers. Ryan's starting to move around more. Starting to lose control. Very close to the edge, dancing with death. We are at 20 minutes. In 5 minutes, we will shift to 1 foot. Ryan's starting to shake again. Brooklyn, once again, very strong, not moving. Ryan starts to wobble around, but he recovers. Been going for 22 minutes. Ryan starts to move around, loses his balance. Ryan falls off, and with that, Brooklyn wins immunity. Brooklyn, congratulations, come on up. Brooklyn, safe from the vote tonight at Tribal Council. How does it feel?
Good, my tribe came in as a minority, so it feels good that I won't be going home tonight.
Thank you, Brooklyn. Head on back. For the rest of you, you will be vulnerable tonight at Tribal Council, and one of you will be the next person voted off of Survivor Oregon. Grab your stuff, head on back to camp.
Yeah, I'm really annoyed that I got out first. I did cheerleading for 10 years, so I had like my leg placement like all good. I like my hips like what I thought was in a good place, but even like practicing I could not like balance the ball. So it was just not my, it was not my challenge.
Okay, so it's either you or me.
Yeah.
Because Brooklyn kind of pulled through,
Yeah.
which I'm very happy about.
She was kick-ass, and I'm
I mean,
happy
yeah, I'm
about
not.
it.
I wish I could have done that. I was really mad, but it's okay.
I suck.
I guess I just need better willpower. Oh, I feel fantastic about Brooklyn winning. Love her. I definitely think she would have seemed like the biggest threat out of us three, so I think it's really nice to know that one of my strong allies is like still doing really strong. And they're also definitely gonna vote us out, so like, it's been fun.
I know, it's been real, and like, honestly, we should just have fun with the last bit, because it's me, then you, or it's you, then me, it doesn't really matter.
From the very beginning, once we first merged, no one wanted to talk to us. You could see like that like bridge between us. So going into it, like, we knew that one of us needed to win it. So I felt that pressure. And when I finally did, I was not even, like, I was more relieved than happy to actually have it, because I don't have to worry about being voted out tonight, but I still have to worry about what happens tonight.
Well, I was actually hoping she was okay if Brooke lost, but she won, so.
But she wants us to vote Joe, and like we're not ready to get rid of Joe. We think that he'll be more useful. Like, we don't have a whole lot of faith in him.
Joe was, what, third out?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Simran and Brooke are like bigger threats.
We're all really annoyed that Brooke won because we wanted her gone, and now we don't get a vote for her. We wanted Brooke gone because we feel like she's the biggest physical threat, and we kind of feel like she's the one leading that trio. So we want her out of here, and on the jury.
Like, we have our
They're only 3.
Like, they're gonna scramble and try to get names out to make it crazy.
We're thinking, like, the most, like, social threat is Talie.
Yeah.
She's friends with everyone. Like, she isn't necessarily, like, the biggest challenge threat, but if she makes it to the final 2, she will win, because everyone on the jury will be her friend.
And she's very competitive. Like, being on the other side of your guys' team, like, some comments were made. Honestly, we're not like a huge fan, but it's fine.
Like,
we're
she's
not, we
super
don't like
nice.
it. She's nice.
But she was like,
She was kind of, unsportsmanlike. Our plan was just to vote for Talie because we were just kind of bitter about the kind of poor sportsmanship thing after we won the challenge. And we were like, it probably doesn't matter, but us 3 will do it.
Yeah, like, right now is the best time to make, like, a move and figure stuff out. I'm gonna try and push for the 3 of us to stay together as long as I can, because even if I do go with them, I'm gonna be on the bottom. And so once we get Simran and Joe out, it's just gonna be me for the next vote. So I'm gonna try and keep the 3 of us together and find a ridge between them, but if I have to vote for Simran or Joe to save myself, then I will.
No one likes me. They don't want to talk to me. I'm so sad. So sad. Tell me your secrets. People, talk to me. It's okay. I have a plan of my sleeve. If it doesn't work, I'll look like an idiot. But like, I've looked like an idiot this entire time, so I have nothing to lose. So we're gonna go for it. And this is an idea. You can obviously shut it down. But my thought is, what if we can like try to get everyone to vote me out, and then in Mini Idol, flip it on either Kody or Talie. I want to make sure that they all vote me out. And then we can just pull out our little immunity idol that they don't know that we have. And then hopefully I get just my picking of who to take out. But that's very wishful thinking. But I'm hopeful that I won't go home, but like probably gonna happen, but like maybe not. We'll see. But otherwise, it's gonna be rough though if they like split the vote. And then someone else was, and then it ends up, what if they plan on me? Because it can't be you. I just don't want it to be Joe because of it. Yeah. So are they gonna split the votes or are they gonna go all on me? I have no idea. Because there's no reason they should split the votes because they don't know we have the idol.
Simran has a hidden immunity idol, and we all vote Simran, and whoever they vote for is gone.
I know. That's what we were talking about.
So can we just split between Simran and Joe?
So then let's split our votes.
Yeah. Evenly between
Simran
and Joe.
3 Joe, 3 Simran. Because then whoever they vote for from us, even if like Simran uses her idol, then it's just a revote, and then all 6 of us vote her.
Oh yeah. We vote whoever didn't use the idol.
Yeah. So there's 5 of us
Wait,
here.
did you say if she uses her idol?
Yeah, so like if Simran uses her idol,
Or if Joe
then
uses
she's
an idol.
safe. Or if Joe uses an idol,
Then we
then
just
the other one
re-vote.
isn't safe, and then the other one of us, when we revote, it can only be one of those 2.
Yeah.
And then the 6 of us just vote for them. We think that someone on their tribe has an immunity idol, so we are going to vote 3 for Joe, 3 for Simran. That way, if somebody uses an idol, then it just becomes a tie between whoever they vote for with 3 votes each, and then we'll all 6 re-vote for either Simran or Joe, whoever doesn't have the idol. So we think that one of them has and is going to play an immunity idol.
Really?
So we're going to split our votes, Joe, Simran. So it's you, me, and Bailey voting Simran. the other 3 voting Joe, because even if they vote for one of us, then it's just a 3-way tie. And if
Who am I
somebody,
voting for? Sorry.
Simran. Okay. And then when we re-vote, we're just dumping all 6 into Simran.
And we have a pretty good strategy going into this next one because we're gonna do a 3-3 split. So we'll all be voting for 3 people. In case one of them pulls out an idol, it's not gonna be Simran and Joe. So when we re-vote, we'll just vote for the person who didn't have the idol.
If Joe plays an idol, then Simran will go home.
Okay.
And if Simran plays an idol, then Joe will go home.
Alright, sounds good to me.
Right now, like, it seems like the 3 names that are being thrown around are like Talie and Simran and Joe. Like, it's very possible there would be like a 3-way tie.
Yeah, that's probably gonna happen.
We originally were just gonna vote out Simran, but we're kind of like worried that she might have the idol. So we're thinking about splitting the vote between Simran and Joe, just in case. And like worst case scenario, we have a 3-way tie if they all vote for someone else. I know, it just like makes me nervous because it only takes like one person.
I know, and yeah.
Like, you know, Talie and Kody, like, they're very social threats. Like, they're very, like, easy to get along with, and they're, like, big, like, personalities.
They want us to split the votes between Simran and Joe, but then Simran and Joe and Brooklyn just want to get Talie and Kody out because they're social threats. So I'm really just trying to figure out what's best for my game right now. I don't know if I should keep with the numbers or veer off and make a big move.
I mean, yeah, but I don't think
Because
we...
it's the only chance, because after one of them's gone, we don't
Then we don't have
we don't have flip numbers. Because right now we have 3 flip numbers, plus 2, that's 5.
I want to say Solana 6 just for until we probably get like 2 more of the other tribe out. I feel closest with Preston, and I definitely want to work with him going into the game, but he has told me that he doesn't really want to stick with like our original plan of like keeping it like the Solana 6, like keeping whoever's left. He says he wants to create some drama and vote out like one of our own.
So would you rather do Kody or split the vote?
I mean, her and Joe are scared of.
Oh yeah.
So.
I don't know. Same.
So, did they mention voting Talie to you?
No. I mean, I haven't.
At this point, I'm a little bit nervous post-merge because the former Grey Tribe is like telling everyone different stories, or we're all telling each other different stories, and I'm really stressed about that because like the original Solano tribe is like been really open about like being open to each other and like really honest, but then like there's some like looks during conversations and like people stop talking when you walk up to them, and like I just feel like we have 3 other people to worry about right now, and it's a little early to be turning on each other. I don't know, I don't really trust the 3 of them because I feel like we're all getting different stories from all of them.
I feel like that
Or
too.
we're all lying to
I
each
feel like
other,
we should
but,
just
like, I
ignore
think-
whatever they're saying. The merge has created like everyone's starting to get like more confident. Like people are going off in pairs and 3s like a lot more than they used to. And I think we sometimes are starting to doubt our teammates a little bit.
Simran thinks she's safe, but we're all thinking Simran.
She's literally begging right now to not be voted off.
She probably has some power right now and doesn't want to give it up.
We just can't let that trio get a little power high.
Now that we're back at camp, everyone's going crazy. At first, no one would want to talk to us, but now everyone's running around and talking to people.
I don't care who was what Grey Tribe and Yellow Tribe at this
The
point.
more we keep asking them, the more they're gonna say random shit.
And I feel like if we don't get him, if we don't eliminate them, they're gonna turn on us.
Exactly.
I think they're trying to turn us against each other
No, we can't do that.
to dwindle our numbers.
I think now's the time.
The time. And like that's what you guys are saying, is that now's the time.
We really want him out. Like, now is our chance. That's the thing. This is the perfect time to make a big move. Because why would you waste just getting one of those out?
We're all running around right now like chickens with their heads cut off. It's kind of a shit show over there. We all just kind of like sat around for a while, and then all of a sudden we all just like broke off, and we're like talking to each other, and then like going over to other groups would like break off, and then we'd go interrupt their chat because we didn't want them to talk too much. And then like it's just been like all of us like running around camp, just like talking to each other, trying to figure out a plan. Our plans changed like 3 times, and I think I'm about to go change it again. I'm starting to get real nervous about Preston and Klein.
I know,
No, be right.
Like what I told you, they stop talking every time I walk up to them. I'm a little sus right now, a little suspicious of some of my teammates, so I think I'm going to talk to Brooke, Simran, and Joe and try to get Preston voted out tonight because I don't trust him and Lauren right now.
At this point,
like, we
yeah.
have to reform alliances, and
Anyway, yeah.
everyone has this huge thing where we're like, yeah, the Solana 6, get those 3 out, but like, if you guys can be better allies and more loyal to the alliance.
I feel like Preston's kind of controlling the game right now, like, to be honest.
No, that's a really good point.
It just stresses me out, and I feel like we should just go for it. But at the same time, like, I'm not trying to put a target on my back. But like, I feel like I can trust you the most in this. Like, I trust your judgment calls. I'm trying to make the move right now of voting out Preston with Talie and I, but it's kind of risky still because number-wise. So I think we're just gonna go with Simran, but like, I don't know. It's nerve-wracking and it's exciting.
So Preston, during the challenge, was like talking to me, as you probably noticed the whole time, and he wanted to tell you that you were safe.
Which he
right?
did.
Which he did. But then immediately was like, but we're gonna vote her.
Yeah, that's...
So he wanted to give you a false sense of security so that
Yeah,
he'd vote you out.
Right now, things are actually going better than we expected. People have approached us to try and, from the other tribes, to try and make a big move to get one of the bigger players out.
They said that they were down to vote Preston if we were down, because at this point, they're really desperate and they want to save their own asses. And he is such a big competitor. And if we have Kody and we have the 3 of them, there's 6 of us right now.
No, I thought we were looking for a question. Yeah, I know, but he keeps asking them more and more questions, trying to figure out what they want. Why does it matter what they want?
If I don't follow through with Preston, like voting Preston out, we're gonna follow through with a 3-3 split, and then just dumping all 6 onto one person for their revote.
Honestly, I feel like we went from hopeless to like at least
I was back there, I was 100% sure I was gonna go home. It's been good. If this is my last time seeing you, sorry that you have to miss all this, because I know it's been fun. If not, I'll probably be crying in the corner because everyone's gonna hate me after the move I play. So, either way, see ya, maybe never.
Welcome to your first tribal council as a merged tribe. How are you guys feeling about everything with the merge and the rest of the game moving forward?
I feel like the merge went pretty smoothly.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we're all vibing. There's no like tension or like direct conflict.
Were you guys mostly excited for the merge, nervous for it? How were you guys feeling when I announced that we were going to merge into one tribe?
I was excited because I was like proud of us that we all like made it. Yeah. Also the PB&Js that went along with that were prime stuff.
So we get to our first individual immunity challenge. Some of you did very well and some of you struggled a little bit more. Bailey, you went out 2 seconds after I said go. How did that happen?
You know, I feel kind of embarrassed because I was really flexing earlier. I was like, oh, I really want a balancing challenge because I would seem to have good balance, and I feel like I did. I just could not handle the like balancing the ball. So that just, yeah.
And then the final 2 in that challenge were Brooklyn and Ryan. And Brooklyn ended up taking out the win after Ryan fell off of his blocks. Brooklyn, how does it feel to win the first individual immunity challenge of the season?
Of course it feels good to know that I'm not going home tonight, but I still have the stress of what's going to happen, because depending on what happens in this first merged tribal council, it kind of like sets the tone for the rest of the game.
So Talie, when you guys get back to camp, what happens? Were people breaking off and starting having conversations right away?
Oh yeah, right away. There was definite break-offs. There's a lot of people. I feel like there's a lot of majority of people. It wasn't just like a certain group of people talking. It was like a bunch of different groups of people talking, a bunch of just like 2 people talking. There was a lot of conversation to be had.
Joe, as someone coming into the merge from the tribe that is lower in numbers, before the merge, do you feel like the pressure is on and that you might be a target tonight?
Yeah, of course. Like, they all have relationships, and the three of us are kind of on the outside. It was definitely less like that than I thought. Like, we were definitely more welcomed in than I expected, which was really nice. But I think still there's that kind of mentality remains for now.
Preston, is it true that you guys are welcoming them in socially and strategically, or are you guys still trying to stick Solana strong?
I mean, I said we welcomed them in all sorts of ways. We all try to talk to them about what they want to do and how they feel, and how we reciprocated that and told them how we feel.
Lauren, do you feel that there's still like the dynamic of two different tribes, or does it feel like it's more combined now?
I definitely feel like there's still that dynamic. I don't know if that would go away. Maybe when it gets more even, but right now I think not socially as much, but maybe strategically, yeah.
Simran, do you think there's a difference between being accepted into the tribe socially and being accepted strategically?
Oh, absolutely. You know, I feel like I get along really well with every single member of this combined tribe, but I also feel like there's a very high likeliness of me going home just because of the numbers disadvantage and the fact that they already have a really solid strategy in play, and like the three of us just don't necessarily fit into that. And I get it, like it's each for their own game, but it's a very different situation that we're in.
Bailey, is it as simple as that? Is it the Solana 6 are sticking together and voting out either Joe or Simran?
I feel like it is. I mean, like Simran said, it's like about your individual game, and the Solana 6 recognizes that like we're just sticking together and we have a strategy that works and we work well together. So
For the members of the original Casaya, is it best for original Solana's game to just pick you guys off, or do you feel that you can offer them something within the game?
I definitely think it'll be better for all of them to use our 3 votes now, because at this point we're just kind of votes waiting to be told like what we should do. If they just pick us off one by one, then what are they going to do when they just get to 6? Then you'll really see like the true like clicks and numbers. Or you could just come with us 3 and just get out, make a big move and get the big threats out now.
Well, it's time to vote. We'll see how truly united or fractured this group is. Preston, you're up. I'll go tally the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Preston. Second vote, Preston. That's 2 votes, Preston. Third vote, Joe. That's 2 votes, Preston, 1 vote, Joe. Fourth vote, Simran. That's 2 votes, Preston, 1 vote, Joe, 1 vote, Simran. Next vote, Joe. That's 2 votes, Preston, 2 votes, Joe, 1 vote, Simran. Preston. That's 3 votes, Preston, 2 votes, Joe, 1 vote, Simran. Preston. That's 4 votes Preston, 2 votes Joe, 1 vote Simran. The 5th person voted out of Survivor Oregon and the first member of our jury, Preston. Preston, please bring me your torch. Preston, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go. Well, it seems that this tribe isn't as united as everybody thought they were. Grab your torches, head on back to camp.
I'm feeling pretty upset, right? Like, not upset, I'm just really surprised. Like, they blindsided me pretty good. They had a whole plan, they were preaching a plan to me, and I went along with that. And then in the end, they got me out. They told me to keep the group together and then went with the other group. And that showed my cards too early, so that killed me. I trusted them too much, so.